Gonna make some ceiling mount GoPro stands today with the Vulcan spool gun. Do some aluminum welding and put it into work. This is what I'm gonna make. So stick around and see how. What's up, guys? So I've got like one tripod to run this camera on. I was at the thrift shop the other day and I saw this pancake maker. So I use a suction cup camera mount on top of a old lens on top of a tripod because I haven't bought a tripod mount for the GoPro. And I thought it would be really cool to cut these out and put a little bracket on there to where I could have a couple of these mounted like on the ceiling or the wall somewhere. So instead of having to try to drag a tripod around, I could just use a suction cup, stick it to that, and have a couple different permanent camera locations. So let's cut up some thrift shop stuff and make some camera mounts. I actually have a real use for the Meg gun instead of just trying to figure out how to weld aluminum. So these will be some of my first welds that actually go into use with the spool gun. So let's see what it does. So let's go over the basic setup. First, gonna turn the welder on. Get your nice little screen popped up. All right, so let's go back to the start here. So this is your main menu, and you can scroll through to pick out which kind of operation you want to use. So this is going to give you a preset for steel with a C25 shielding gas, MIG welding steel with a carbon dioxide 100, flux core welding, MIG on stainless, MIG's manual CV with spool gun with 4043 presets, spool gun with 5356, stick welding, TIG welding. Then you got some other options over here that you can change your units, your brightness, look up information or do a factory reset. I guess you can look up information. Yeah, that's your software. Get back, units, well, units, you can do English or metric units. Got mine bright as it goes, but I guess you could turn that down if you want to. And so I'm going to be doing spool gun on 4043 today. So I'm gonna select that, and it tells me that I need to have the ground set up. Need a ground to be negative and positive power to my lead. So got my lead loop back in, which sends the power back around to the power lug over here. And then this is my ground cable, grounded to the table. So I've got that checked. So I'm gonna go ahead and click again. And my wire size is 035, so at the left side dial. I'm gonna turn that up to 035. Then the work thickness, I can pick between 12, 10, 3/16, and 1/4 inch. And these are just for your presets. You know, once you select all this stuff, you can dial it in how you want to. So I'm going to be welding on some fairly thin stuff. So I'm going to call it 10 gauge. And that gives me a preset of 367 inches a minute and 19.2 volts. Also tells me all this stuff down here. There's a couple other things here on the settings I didn't notice before. You got your run-in wire feed, inductance, spot timer, recall settings, save settings. That's cool. So you can do a spot function all the way up to 10 seconds. Go back into settings, see what this is. Run-in wire feed speed. I guess that's when you're not actually welding, it only runs at 25%. Makes sense, it runs absolutely slow until you make contact. Let's see, we got nothing else here. Alright, so it looks set on the menu. And then to actually hook up the spool gun lead, you just disconnect your communication cable from the MIG and plug your spool gun's communication back in the same location. The power lug goes back in where your wire feed would be. So that gives you power to the spool gun, and that operates your trigger and post flow. Then we got our argon tank. Go ahead and turn that on. Got it set to about 15 cubic feet an hour. And then now we've got the table grounded, spool gun ready. and got wire in it still. So next thing I want to do is cut these out and then cut that up and make some little angled mounts to where I can just run a drywall screw or something into the ceiling or the wall or wherever I want to, and put this suction cup thing on there. And so let's start on that. I guess I should first make sure this sticks. It'll be okay. Just a word of caution, if anybody else decides to use the same materials I did, this has probably got some kind of a Teflon coating on there, so hold your breath while you're welding. I'm not too worried about it because once I clean this up, I'm only going to have a real short weld actually holding the bracket on here. Majority of the welding is going to be on the bracket, and altogether there's not going to be very much welding. So I'm pretty sure not breathing for a couple seconds and then step outside and catch some fresh air will be good with a little bit of Teflon we got there. But be careful because that will make you feel real bad. So as I Lowe's and on a whim, I thought about pick up one of these metal blades, see how it ran. But I get down here and I've decided I'm gonna fire up the plasma cutter because it's just so much faster to zip something out like this real quick. So we'll get the air compressor fired up and plas this stuff out. I'm gonna get all the materials cut out and ready to weld together. Then we'll do some welding. Alright, the arrangement's going to look something like this. There's the base, and there's a support, and then this is going to be a little bracket to just drop a screw into the ceiling, and we go like that. It's just going to be something like that. So let's tack them up, weld them out, and see if they work. Suction cup mount. There's an old welding lens zip tied to a tripod because all the GoPros have these weird funky clips. So now that's going to let me put this thing, if I want to do some kind of overhead thing, I can have it up there and aim it down at the shop, or I guess I could weld another one of these onto the back side of it, so I could mount it to the wall like that, or whatever I wanted to do. But I made 3 of them. and with a couple modifications, if necessary, I can put them wherever I want to. For the most part, I was just planning on the ceiling though. Thought some overhead stuff would be cool. But yeah, the welds. See, GoPros don't focus any closer than 12 inches or something like that. Not good for showing welds. Maybe good for me. Huh. But took a little advice as far as travel direction and directly grounding the workpiece, and seemed to come out pretty okay. I didn't do any really intensive cleaning before or after I welded. That didn't come out too bad. Nice ripple to it. Little cold maybe. A little slow on the weld. But yeah, that's what I was trying to do. So hope y'all enjoyed that. Like, subscribe, and come back for some more.